everybody, and welcome back to Drama Plus. It is so fantastic to see you. I hope you've had an amazing Easter and that the Easter Bunny was really generous. Now, if you remember, before Easter I asked you to think of a character when we looked at all the shoes, and also a setting and a plot. Now, I know some of you have done an amazing job because you've sent me some emails, so thank you so much for that. That has made my Easter. If not, you can just tell me about it now. So what sort of plays and characters did you do from the shoes and your plot and the setting? Oh, that's a brilliant idea. I love that one. I love like your magical theme. That's really good. That's a really good idea as well. I can see you've been thinking so hard, because that's what we do in theatre, don't we? We look at our character and we look at the plot and we look at the setting and we put all of those together when we're actually doing it. Now today we're going to have a bit of a game, and it is one that you've all played, but a little bit different because we're not in a big group. And we're also going to look at improvisation. I'm going to try and have a little theme every week of different things that we can do. And today I thought we'll do improvisation, and next week we're going to look at mime. So I hope that's okay. We're going to keep going until everybody's back at school, because although I really miss actually seeing you, at least I feel I'm kind of in touch with you all. So that's fantastic. Now, I know one of our favourite games is called Sit, Stand, Lie. Now, obviously, we're not in a big group. If you're working with your siblings or anyone else who lives in your house, you can explain the game to them and maybe they'll help you out. But if you're just on your own, like I'm just on my own today, apart from the lovely Isaac, but he's holding the camera, we are going to do Sit, Stand, Lie in a different way. I'm going to tell you whether you have got to be sitting or standing or lying. And then I'm going to tell you where you are. So, for example, if I said to you, you're going to be standing and you're in a vet's, you've got to suddenly think, oh my goodness, what could I be doing if I was standing up in a vet's, and show me a bit of a mime. I might be taking the heartbeat, listening of an animal who is maybe on there, or maybe I'm directing the wild dog in, or I might say to you, sit, and the place you are is the vet, so you might sit down. And what could you do in a vet sitting? You might be the gentleman or the lady on the reception desk, so you might be doing the typing, you might be answering the phone, checking when the appointments are, seeing when you could fit the pet in, or you might be lying down. So you might be lying down, maybe you work in the kennels and you're looking after the dogs who are recovering from one of the operations. So you don't need to speak, it's just a mime, so you don't have to think of the words, you're just thinking of the actions. So does everybody get that? Okay, the first one we're going to do is going to be standing up. And you are going to be standing and your place is going to be a classroom. So what might you be doing in a classroom standing up? Maybe you're the teacher. Maybe you're the teacher writing up on the board. Or maybe you're one of the children and you're getting up to go and get something that you need, maybe a pen or a paper or something. Or maybe you're one of our wonderful teaching assistants going around and supporting all the children. Or maybe you're somebody being a bit naughty who's not meant to be standing up at all and going and doing something you shouldn't be doing. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's the standing one. Does everybody understand? Give me a thumbs up if you get how the game works. You are fabulous. You're much cleverer than me. It took me a while to try and work it out. Okay, this next one, you're going to be lying down. So everybody lying down, and the place you're going to be is in the world of dinosaurs. So what might you be doing in the world of dinosaurs? Lying down. Maybe, that's a good one, I like that idea. You're hiding from the dinosaurs, so you might be lying down behind a rock. That's really good. Or maybe you're a dinosaur and you're lying down to have a drink in the river, Oh, I like that one. That's really good. There's somebody there who's being a dinosaur playing and they're lying down and rolling around. Really well done. That's a great idea. Okay, let's think of the next one. This time, I would like you to be sitting. And I would like you to be sitting, but in 300 years' time. So what do you think might be happening in 300 years' time? I don't want to say too much because I want you to use your imaginations. I love doing this one because the things that you come out with are fantastic. We've had flying cars, we've had underwater vehicles. So you're sitting down. That's really good what you're doing now. I love that one. Well done. Okay, you're sitting down. What would you be in 300 years? Some brilliant ideas. You see, your imagination is so good. I bet the stories you do for your teachers are amazing. Okay, the next one, I think we'll have another lying down one. So this is another lying down one. And this time you are in a magical castle. So what could happen in a magical castle? Why would you be lying down? Maybe you're a prince or princess who's waiting to be woken up. Maybe you're somebody who's under a spell or who's casting a spell. Maybe you're somebody who's just exhausted because you're not a prince or princess. You've been working all day and cleaning and you're having a good old sleep. Some really good ideas there. Well done. Okay, I think we are going to do a standing up one. Okay, this one, I want you to imagine that you are in a zoo. So you're standing up, so whatever you're doing for your mime has got to be with you standing up, and you're in a zoo. So what could you do in a zoo standing up? Maybe feeding the animals. So maybe we've got, what animal could we have being fed, Isaac? What do you fancy?
A lion.
A lion. I think I'd stand well back if I was feeding the lion. So maybe you've got some nice tasty morsels and I think you'd throw them, wouldn't you? If you were doing something like an otter, you could probably get quite close and feed the fish to the otters. Well done. That's brilliant. Okay, we're going to have a couple more. We're going to have another lying down one. And this time you are going to be in a forest. Now it's up to you whether it's a magical forest or a small forest or a large forest or a modern day forest or a future forest. Whatever you like. What would you be doing in the forest? Oh, there's somebody there who's flying. So they're lying down and they're flying. That is really clever. Well done on that one. They're really good. Well done. So lying down in your magical forest. Okay, we're going to do one more, but you can carry on playing this. This is something you could play for ages. Okay, we're going to do one more, and this is another one that really uses your imagination. You're going to be sitting down, and you're going to be in a time machine. So you are travelling through time, and you're going to be sitting down, but you're going to open the door on your time machine. And what do you see? What do you see outside? What can you see? Somebody said they can see something magical. Somebody's gone back in time. Somebody's gone back in time to Elizabethan times. That's really clever. These courts, they wore really big dresses, didn't they? Really smart suits. Brilliant. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was so good. Yay. Okay, now what we're going to do for our main activity this afternoon is we're going to do a little bit of improvisation. Now, before I have brought you lots of shoes to choose, and we've done that in our groups, and we also did it in Drama Plus in the afternoon, virtual Drama Plus. But we had lots of time to think about it, so we had time to plan it and talk to people. This time it's going to be very, very quick. Okay, so you have got to kind of improvise straight away how you're going to react. And this is a really important part of drama because you'll often be asked to improvise. Sometimes when you go to auditions, if that's what you choose to do, because I know I've got some really talented children out there who want to be actors or actresses, And you will often find you'll go to an audition. Sometimes you'll have to do a script, sometimes you might have to do a song, and sometimes they won't ask you to prepare anything and you'll just go along, and they might play a couple of warm-up games and then they'll ask you to improvise. So that's why we have lots and lots of practice. And if you don't want to be an actor and actress, but you just like doing it, then it's fun as well. So what we're going to do is, I've got some hats and you're going to choose a character. So have a look at these hats. We've got a woolly, quite posh hat. That's quite good. We've got kind of a safari, very suave kind of hat going on there. We have got a woolly pom-pom hat and a sports cap. So maybe you like one of those. You need to pick a character who would wear this hat. And then we've got another quite suave hat. You could be any character in that, couldn't you? And another one here, a bit small for my head because they're not mine. That one doesn't fit at all. But you get the idea. These are the hats. Pick the hat that you would like. I'm going to try and pick them all up, but it might be a bit tricky. Pick a hat. That is the character that you are going to be in these situations. So which hat will you pick? I do like this one. That one I think might fit me. That's quite cool, isn't it? So pick a hat and think about the character that you're going to be. You're going to stay that character for the improvisations. Okay, I'm going to put my hats down. Throw them all on there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I have printed out a selection of plots, and there are lots of different ones, just so you know I'm not cheating, and a selection of settings that are in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a setting and pick out a plot. You're going to be the character who wears that hat. And you are going to react as that character to the setting and the plot. And it's going to be quite quick. So you're just going to think about, what would you say? What would you do? So become that person. I want you to imagine, you can do a swirly movement here. Imagine that you've become that character. Okay, so you're now the character with the hat. And you're just going to act out and think about the improvisation. And this might well happen in an audition. So the setting that you're going to be in is in a shop. So your character is going to be in a shop. And what's going to be our plot? Let's have a look. All stuck together. All stuck together. Someone has gone missing. So who's gone missing in the shop? Have they popped out? Are they hiding behind an aisle? How is your character going to react? So have a think. How is your character going to react? You're in the shop, somebody's gone missing. Who's gone missing? How are you going to react? Off you go. Show me your improvisation. Really good. I love the way you're keeping your characters. And as you're doing each improvisation, your character should develop and you'll start to react how you think your character would be. Brilliant. That is so clever. Well done. Okay, we're going to try another one. Keeping the same character, but this time you are in this one looks good. A deserted island. So your character is in a deserted island and the plot is you find a secret message. This one's a bit more exciting than the shop, isn't it? So you're on a deserted island and you found a secret message. What is your secret message? What is your character going to do? Think of the story in your head and show me your improvisation. What's your character going to say? What's your character going to do? And you can play this at home if you have time. They're brilliant, well done. Somebody there is quite angry. They don't like the message at all. That's really good. Somebody else is really sad. Their message is a little bit sad. Somebody's really thinking maybe the message is going to treasure. That would be quite exciting. Would you like treasure? Treasure features a lot in our improvisations, doesn't it, Isaac?
It does.
It comes back and back and back. Okay, well done. Keeping your same character. This time your setting is going to be in a safari park. The lions are back, so you're in a safari park, your character. So if you're the person with this hat, you've got the perfect hat for a safari park, haven't you? So you're in a safari park, and the plot is, let's have a look, you find an old mobile phone. So who does the mobile phone belong to? Has it still got the numbers in? Is it linked to the fact it's in a safari park? Is it something to do with the animals? Show me your immediate improvised reaction in your character. Brilliant. Well, some people are trying to actually phone people. That's a really good idea. You could try one of the numbers, couldn't you? Maybe somebody's lost it. Maybe it's really, really, really old. My phone's really, really, really old. Can't even get WhatsApp on my phone. Like a big clumpy brick. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, you've done really well there. Okay, we're going to try maybe 2 more. Okay, so we're going to go for another setting. And the setting this time is haunted house. So you're in a haunted house. How is your character going to react in a haunted house? Are they a very brave character? Are they a very scared character? How are they going to react? And you meet a famous person. Who are you going to meet? What famous person are you going to meet in your haunted house? Let me see. Oh, somebody's met Simon Cowell. He'd be, and maybe he's looking for people to be in one of his talent shows. Simon Cowell in the haunted house. Or somebody else has met a film star. Somebody else has met a pop star. Who would you like to meet, Isaac?
Probably one of my favourite sporting stars.
Oh, a sporting star. They'd be probably running out the haunted house, wouldn't they? Okay, so show me how your character would react. How would they be meeting this famous person, but they're in a haunted house? Quite a strange situation. Okay, we're going to do one more. So we're going to find, oh, well, I'm not going to do that one because we did that one before with stand, sit and lie one, didn't we? So, time machine. You're in a time machine. So where do you think your person might like to go in a time machine? And the plot is, there is a big storm coming. There is a big storm coming. So you're in your time machine. Maybe your destination is going to get blown off course. Maybe your character is going to not end up where you plan to be. So how do you think your character is going to react in this quite flimsy time machine? And there's a big storm coming. You show me what your character would do. Really good. Well done indeed. Okay, you have done amazingly today. I'm really impressed. So I hope you enjoyed doing the improvisation. It's a little bit harder when you're on your own, but it's quite good fun. And maybe you could do some of those games with other people who maybe live in your house. So it's really lovely to see you. Next week, our main theme is going to be mime. So we're going to be looking at some different things to do with miming and showing your acting skills without speaking. Okay, so well done everybody. I can't wait to see you till next week. Hope you have a lovely week. Hope the sun keeps shining. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, Isaac, my lovely filming person. Take care. Bye bye everybody.
Bye.